How you going, guys? Trev here, and today come out for the start of cod season for this year. Down to Lake Mulwala. Thought I'd come down and try my luck. We're a couple of weeks into the cod season. The first weekend, as always, has the cod classic on, and yeah, I thought I'd give it a little bit of a rest because looked like there's a lot of people on the water, a lot of traffic, and yeah, they've already seen nearly probably every lure under the sun thrown their way. So I thought I'd just give it that couple of week little bit of a break, and then let the fish settle back down, and then come out and hit it. So I don't really have a plan. I usually have a plan of attack coming into a day's fishing, but yeah, I just thought I'd come out for a bit of fun and just enjoy it. Just tie on whatever and give it a crack. Yeah, just maybe even put some stuff on and push myself towards some new techniques or something like that and give it a go. But yeah, everything's looking good. There's a little bit of wind hanging around today, which is fine. It's going to keep the temperature down because I think it's supposed to be like 38 to 40 degrees or something. Maybe with the smoke hanging around, it might keep it a little bit cooler until that sun pokes over it. But otherwise, it's going to be a fantastic day. So I suppose there's nothing left to do then just go hit it. So let's go do it. Yeah, so I was just cruising along in the boat, which I thought was a stick, and then as I got closer, ended up being a brown snake. So why not go have a little look? And here he is. Not a bad size one. Just going for a swim, hot day. Cruising across to the trees. Probably come across to the boat and try to get up in the boat. Oh, he's going to go for a swim. Yeah. Changed his mind. He's looking to go up that tree. Found a little hollow to go in. He's going to spend the rest of the day in there, I guess. Or he's just looking for some food. Looking for some birds or eggs. Mice. He's just about to disappear now. See if we can't get a little bit closer. There he is. There's his head sticking out. I guess he's going to go right up that tree, see if there's any nests or anything to have a feed. I'm guessing he's just having a hard time at the moment, trying to find a way up. Yeah, there he is. He's kicking back, relaxing now, probably freaking out and thinking, what's this big white boat doing? Yeah, I guess we'll leave him be now. Let him get on with his things. But yeah, I suppose for all you bait fishermen out there, it's probably a good idea when you're tying up the trees just to have a quick look around it, just in case there's a brown snake on it, because they will and can get up into the trees. Because yeah, it's happened to me at Lake Hume. We've tied off on a tree once, and then next thing we heard a scuffle and wondering what it was, and then yeah, it ended up being a brown snake coming down the branches from a hollow. So yeah, just be mindful, especially through the summer months when the snakes are out and about, that yeah, if you've got a big old tree with hollows in it, there possibly can be a snake in it. So yeah, I thought I'd show you. Now I'll get back to fishing. One. Just had a bit of a change up. I was using a spinnerbait and just couldn't get him to come out and hit anything. And plus I was getting fouled up with weed. So what I've done is I've switched over to a McGrath wide body, something that's a little bit smaller, doesn't dive as deep. And I was just bouncing it on top of the logs and not getting hung up as much. But this feels like a half decent fish. First fish for the season, yeehaw. Just chuck it on spot lock. The drag set fairly well. But yeah, feels like a decent fish to start the season off. Staying nice and deep. In summer, you can always tell when the ones that you hook are half decent because they stay nice and deep. And usually in winter too. In winter time, the bigger ones, they'll always stay a lot deeper. I think I've sort of got out into the middle, but I don't really want him to go back into where he came from. And on the McGrath wide bodies, they're not a massive gauged hook. They're super sticky, so you're always in for a good hook up when they hit it. But yeah, it was just one of them split decision moments that worked out really good for me, because I've only been chucking this around for I reckon about 5 minutes. But yeah, he's got his mouth open at the moment. I'm dragging him out into the middle. I don't want to play with him too long and him have something fail on me. So it's going to be a bit of a seesaw or tug of war action here. I'm going to get line on him, he's going to get line on me, because I've got my drag set fairly light for this lure. But if I take my time, I should get him up. You can see my leader now, which is good. So what I'll do is I'll move the camera over this side for you guys. I'll chuck the spot lock back on. But typical summer fish, get nice and hard and aggressive. Now we're getting him a bit closer, so I might back that drag off just a little bit more so I don't pull hooks, just in case. one of them things you don't want to take too long and pull hooks or have something fail. But you don't want to go too early and they'll be too green to pull in. But yeah, I dare say this one's going to be a half decent fish. I don't know if he'll be in the metre mark, but it's going to be at least in the sort of close to that 80 or 90. But it's a good way to start off the season, I'll tell you. Yeah, nice fish. I reckon he'll be in the 90s. But yeah, I'll get this net ready. Yeah, he's taking the drag off nice and smoothly now, instead of that sharp, short, erratic action that they have when they're real fired up. But summertime, it's always a time when you catch the bigger fish that they play up a fair bit. So we don't want to lose him now. Just want to get him into that net. And get a nice pick of him. Yeah, them nice big tail thuds. Trying to get himself back down nice and deep. I dare say after this fish I'm going to have to change my treble hooks on my McGrath wide body again, because I reckon they've been put to the test. Because they've got a nice strong bite too, so they can even crush them being like that real fine gauge. But one thing I love about fine gauge hooks is they're really sticky. So if any bit of skin or anything like that comes into a play, it'll just grab where your bigger gauged hooks. You've got to really set that hook and get it in there, because there's a lot of times I've caught fish where they just open up their gob and the lure wasn't actually in past the barb, it's just been sitting in there, and it's almost like the fish has just held onto it the whole time. But yeah, I've got him up to the surface and now he's just doing whatever he wants. He's having his second chart or second wind. He's just pulling. Yeah, the thing is, if you just keep tension and pressure on that fish, it doesn't give them any chance to spit hooks. And even if you got them hooked by the smallest bit of skin, you can usually stay in contact and get them up to at least have one swipe at the net. But only time will tell if everything stays together. Well, I get a chance and he's coming up. Do some nice sharp little turns of the reel. I'm not pumping and winding. I'm just doing quick turns of the reel to try to get back line. It might look like I'm sort of pump and winding, but I'm not. Yeah, I dare say he's going to be close to that 90 centimetre mark, just by the look of him. But yeah, good way to start off the season. Stoked. And even if I don't get him in now, I've seen him a couple of times and I know how big he was. It's nothing worse when you get a good fish and then it gets off right at that last minute and you never get to see how big it was, or it's all just a guess. But I reckon we're getting close to putting that net in, so I'll get him ready. Looks like a fairly good hook up route too when it came up. But yeah, well, only time will tell. Got one treble in him. Doesn't like the look of that net at all. Maybe stay big fella. Yeah! Hey! Yeah, he's got to be close to punching that 90 centimetres, but only time will tell. We'll get a picture on the brag mat, a couple of pics, and then we'll release him. Hell yeah. So there we are. We put him on the brag mat and he ended up going 84 centimetres, so great start to the season. It's hot as, so I thought I'd get him for a swim with him and let him go. See you later, buddy. And away he goes. Oh yeah. Good times. Rightio, it's about 1:30, time for some lunch, and it is hot. So I'm going to scoot up the river, find a bit of shade, have a swim, have something to eat, recollect my thoughts, hatch a new game plan, and get back to it. So let's go for a broom. On. Oh, he's off. Spewing. On. We're on again. Only a small one this time. Yeah, they just seem to fire up in the last couple of minutes. I just missed one like 3 snags back. And then this little fella just came up and woofed it. He's only probably about a 30 centimetre. Yeah, little fella's not much bigger than the lure, but yeah, scoffed it. Nice little fella. We'll get him back. Easy as that. Nice. Rightio guys, that's the end of my cod opening season day at Mulwala. It was, needless to say, a stupidly hot day, and I had to swim a lot, and I went up the river and found some shade and had a swim and sat there for a few hours just to let it cool down, because it did get pretty uncomfortable for a while. But having said that, it was a really good day. I busted in a 84 on a McGrath wide body. That was just, yeah, awesome. That's like middle of the day, like it was just past 12 o'clock, and yeah, he absolutely came up and drilled the lure. And then it was really quiet throughout the day. I sort of chopped and changed around, couldn't find anything to set him off, so I went back to the McGrath wide body, and towards the end there, yeah, I pulled the hooks on one fish. I don't know if I had him in the side of the face or what the go was, but yeah, he got off. And then yeah, just a small little tacker that would have been, you know, 25 to 30 centimeters. He absolutely drilled it. So yeah, the lure of the day has to be the McGrath wide body. That was the only thing that sort of stirred up the fish. I tried all sorts of shapes and size spinner baits with different colors, and it just didn't seem very interested in that. And then plus, yeah, using spinner baits and that, there was a lot of that real scummy weed that's all over the snags in certain parts of the lake, so your blades would just keep on fouling up. And even using that small McGrath, I found that it's like I was only getting down very shallow with it, but I was still picking up a lot of weed at times. And then when you bump into the snags as well, it just, yeah, 9 times out of 10 it would just foul your lure. But yeah, great day and all. Yeah, shame I've got to go home because it is just flat as a tack, and I'd love to bust out the surface lures and just absolutely give it a crack. But then yeah, said hello to Mr. Brown Snake today. You know, did a bit of videotape of that, so I'm definitely going to add the video that I taped of the brown snake swimming across to a snag. But okay, there we have it. First fish for the season, 84 and a 30 odd centimetre, so it started off with a bang. So if you like the film guys, just, you know, go across, click the like button, leave a comment, cruise across to the subscribe button, and yeah, until next time guys, go catch some fish.